led by the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Ayodeji Agbola.
The principal of the university, provost, deans, professors of the president, heads of department, members of Senate, members of the university committee appointed, the pioneer sect of the university, students of this great university, gentlemen of the press, you are welcome to our 4th anniversary of this great university. We have titled this speech as OOU at 40, lightning the path of academic excellence, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. In doing this, we have divided our yesterday to be from inception of 1982-83 set down to 2012. Then today, between 2012 down to 2022, and tomorrow starts with me, 2022 hopeful. Now, yesterday, like I said, from inception to 2012, we all know that the university was actually established in July 1982 and commenced activities on 31st January 1983, where we opened the gates to the first set of 522 students across 4 faculties. Some of them are seated right here. The 4 faculties are Faculty of Art, Faculty of Social and Management Sciences, Faculty of Natural Sciences, that included, of course, my own faculty, College of Medicine, and that of Agricultural Science, and Faculty of Education. We agreed to use January 31st as our financial day because of the fact that it was the day that we opened the gate for the first set of students. Thus, we are celebrating and marking the 4th foundation of Chancellor'S University today. Just like every great university in the world, this university also has its own philosophy, vision, mission, core value and objectives that are very distinct. Our philosophy is to give useful learning to our students who will be encouraged to cultivate a worldview that facilitates not only the continuous pursuit of academic and moral excellence, but also developing their expertise and competence in reducing the quagmire of society disease, ignorance, and squalor, which is still very relevant up to today. Our vision shall be the center of academic excellence, where knowledge, skills, and values will be pursued relentlessly to ensure the flowering of human abilities, service to the Nigerian nation and the world at large in the wider context of traditional wisdom and culture. While the mission of the university shall be to provide the best educational experience for our students and public through excellence in teaching, research, creative activities, and service to the state, society, and the world at large. Of course, we have done all this in the last 40 years. Our core values In the context of shared vision and collective vision, coupled with the aspiration to assist Olabisi Onabanjo University to attain and remain at the cutting edge of research, learning, and higher education in Nigeria and in the international arena, the following values will guide the work performance during this planned period and beyond. 1. Commitment, competence, teamwork, and self-motivation. 2. Initiative, hard work, and sacrifices. Integrity and honesty shall be a watchword. Loyalty and sincerity of purpose. Excellent professional service. Our clients, such as students, government, and stakeholders, satisfaction and delight. Foolproof professional conduct, resourcefulness and initiatives. Superior productivity, gender consciousness and sensitivity, transparency, accountability, and due process, innovativeness and positive change, staff empowerment, and of course, good corporate governance. The objective of the university include the following. 1, to provide facilities for learning and to give instruction and training in such branches of knowledge as the university may desire to foster, and in doing so, to enable students to obtain the advantage of liberal education. 2, to promote by research and other means the advancement of knowledge and its practical application to social, political, cultural, economic, scientific, and technological problems. To also serve as a custodian, promoter, and propagator of the social and cultural heritage of Ogun State. To stimulate, particularly through teaching and research, the interest in and appreciation of African culture and heritage. To undertake any other activities appropriate to a university and such other things as are incidental or conducive to the attainment of the above objectives, and to serve as a major instrument for the implementation of the policies of the state on higher education. Our logo, which has been unveiled for you today, which I explain all the content of it one by one. The cycle stands for the first letter in the word Ogun, and the decorated circular form actually represents Opon Ifa, the trade used in Ifa divination, whose Odu, sacral phases, extrapolate several centuries of Yoruba thought and experiences. Thus, the trade stands for traditional wisdom, knowledge, and culture. The book there stands to relate meaningfully and effectively to traditional experience and culture in its service to Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. While the rising sun on top of the books represents Ogun State University, now Olabisi Onabanjo University, throwing its golden rays of knowledge far and wide, as you can see in our anthem, to illuminate the darkness of ignorance, poverty, and disease. The blue navy lines below the sun represent splendid flow of Ogun River, from which the state actually derives its name from. The golden color represents the enlightenment of knowledge, and the blue navy color is not only the favorite color of Yoruba as extrapolated in the Adire clothing, but it represents the coolness and calmness, which are important virtues in the Yoruba traditional concept of the good person of Omoluabi. The university motto is also very, very distinct. Excellentia Humana Spiritual Opus, meaning the flowering of human abilities and service to the fatherland. Of course, our university color is navy blue. The formative years that the pioneer actually went through, the university was planned by the founding fathers to be multi-campus and non-residential in nature, with every major division of the state, Remo, Ijebu, Yewa, and Egba, having a campus each. In this regard, there was the College of Medicine in Shagamu, the College of Agricultural Science in Ayetoro, the College of Engineering was to be in Ibogun, while Agowoye was to be the main campus housing the faculties of arts and humanities, as well as the faculty of natural sciences. However, with the coming to power of the military administration in December 1983, the then state military government reviewed the multi-campus system and decided that the university should run a uni-campus system, and therefore the campuses already existing in Ayetoro and in Kene were moved back to Agoiwe. From our history, university produced its first set of graduates, numbering 285 in all, on the 17th September 1986, and held its very first convocation ceremony for these young graduates on Friday, 30th January 1987. Those first graduates that we call young at that time, they were all, some of them have retired today, and they are grandma and grandfathers. Today, the university has held nothing less than 31 convocation ceremonies, produced well over 265,000 graduates and postgraduates, while the students' population continues to increase. It is noteworthy that the university moved the central administration to its permanent site on the 14th September 1995, under the administration of the then Vice Chancellor, late Professor Latuji Unisa Oyineye. Ms. So rest in perfect peace. As a continuation of this highly rewarding movement exercise, the two faculties of Art and Social and Management Sciences, formerly operating in Ijebu Annex of the university, were also moved to the permanent site on Friday, July 3rd, 1998, so that you don't, just like they told me this morning, if you want to put powder, you can actually put it, because that time you don't need powder, the dust will actually give you the powder. This giant stride of moving the university has since proved to be the catalyst to the physical growth and development of the university, as well many Nigerians and public-spirited philanthropists were called upon to partner with the state for the progress of the university. Along the line, an Institute of Education was established to induce research activities in the Faculty of Education and cognate faculties. The Center for Sandwich Program was also established to increase access to education and, of course, generate more funds to the university. Recently, too, an Institute of Governance Studies, domiciled in the Department of Political Science, and the Open and Distant Learning Center were established with the approval of the National University Commission after successful resource visits. The OOU Business School is the latest on the list of similar developments in the university. It is also worthy of note that the government of Ogun State, under the leadership of Chief Olusegun Oshoba, changed the name of the university to Olabisi Onabanjo University on the 29th of May 2001 in honor of the first civilian governor of Ogun State and visitor to the university. Equally worthy of mention is that the government of Ogun State, under the leadership of His Excellency Otuba Gbega Daniel, reviewed the decision to abolish the multi-campus system and the non-residential status of the university to reinstate the vision of the foreign fathers in 2004. At that time, the state started the construction of students' hostels, while the university began to make arrangements with private organizations and developers for the construction of both students' hostels and staff quarters at Agorwe on a build, operate, and transfer agreement basis. It is undisputable fact that no nation or institution can actually do better than its leadership. The impressive records of achievements of the university are attributable to their good leadership provided by the successive vice chancellors, starting from our pioneer vice chancellor, Professor Olubi Shodipo. (1983 to 1991), Professor T.O. Bankole, 1991 to 1995. Late Professor O.Y. Oyineye, 1995 to 1998. Our acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Layi Ogukoya, 1999 to 2001. Professor Afolabi Soyode, 2001 to 2006. Professor Odutola Oshilesi, 2006 to 2009. The acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Olusegun Sofola, 2009 to 2010. Of course, the first alumni and Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Wale Areolaito, 2010 to 2012. Professor S.A. Adesanya, 2012 to 2017. And of course, my immediate boss and former Vice Chancellor, Professor G.O. Olatunde, 2017 to 2022. So with the support of their respective management team, they were able to move the university to the greater heights. University system. The visitor under our law provided that the governor of the state shall be the visitor of the university. The visitor shall, as often as circumstances may require, not be less than once in every 5 years, undertake a visitation of the university as directed, that such an exercise be conducted by a selected team of academics and professionals for the purpose stated below. Conduct a program on evaluation of the philosophy and target of the university. Ensure that academic currency originally envisaged is not devalued, and set up commission of inquiry for the purpose of settling disputes, determining and resolving issues in respect of all or any part of the affairs of the university. The university has been doing extremely well in the last 10 years, so that the visitor has always been attested to it at all our convocation days. The list of visitors to the university from inception to date, we have the Chief Victor Olabisi Onabanjo, 1982 to 1983, Colin Oladipo Dia, 1984 to 1985, Colin Oladayo Popola, 1985 to 1986, Colin Raji Rasaki, 1986 to 1988. The list goes thus until we get to praise Dapo Abiodun, 2019 to date. The Chancellor is an appointee of the visitor as well, based on the recommendation of the Governing Council of the University. The Chancellor is the head of the university, and in relation to the university, takes precedence before other members thereof when he is present, and he shall preside at all meetings of convocation. The past chancellors of the university are just three of them. We have Honorable Dr. Moses Adekoyejo Majekodube, Dr. Chief Oba Ayola Otudeko, and of course, Dr. Onalapo Sholeye. For the Pro-Chancellor, is also an appointee of the visitor, and he shall be the chairman of the Governing Council, and shall also preside over the Governing Council to actualize the vision and objective of the university. The past Pro-Chancellor so council chairmen are listed, starting with our pioneer Pro-Chancellor, late Professor Aki Mabo Guje, to our present Pro-Chancellor, Professor Toyin Ashiru, OOA. Of course, we all know that Council is the governing authority of the university and shall have the custody, control, and disposition of all the property and finances of the university, and except as may otherwise be specified in university law, shall manage and superintend generally the affairs of the university and in any matter concerning the university, not provided for by the university law. Otherwise, Council may act in such manner as appears to it best calculated to promote the interests, objective, and purpose of the university. And Council is headed or shared by the Pro-Chancellor. The Vice-Chancellor is the principal academic and the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of the university, and the Chairman of Senate. The past Vice-Chancellor are listed, starting from our pioneer Vice-Chancellor, late Professor John Olubi Shodipo, up to the Professor Gadiu Olatude that served between May 2017 to October 2022. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor in our law provided for 2 Deputy Vice-Chancellors, and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor are to assist the Vice-Chancellor in the discharge of his duty as prescribed by the university law. The Registrar is also a full-time officer and one of the principal officers of the university, is the Chief Administrative Officer of the university, and responsible to the Vice-Chancellor for the day-to-day administration of the university. Of course, the Registrar is also the Secretary to Council as well as the Senate. The past registrars are listed below, starting from the pioneer Registrar Chief Dr. Eno Shotoyibo, up to Mrs. Omolara Oshosaya, that served August 2012 to July 2018. Of course, the registrar would have been packing his load by July this year, but at the last council, we have extended it for another 1 year. Librarian is a full-time officer responsible to the Vice-Chancellor for the administration of the University Library, as well as coordinating the library services in the university. The pioneer librarian that we have is Mrs. Olaide Shoyeka, more or less the longest one I can see here. I think it's about 21 years, 1983 to October 2004. Down to Dr. Akebode. Of course, the Dr. Oduwole would have also joined the registrar to pack the load this by July, but because both of them performed extremely well, it has been extended by 1 year. The bursar, our head checker, the only person that can change by approval, can just put it softly, Mr. Vice Chancellor, after your approval, no fund. And when there's no fund, what do you do? The bursar is responsible to the Vice Chancellor for the day-to-day administration and control of financial affairs of the university. So the past bursar of the university are Mr. S.B. Bide, starting from 1983 to 1995. And first one of the pioneer sets happened to be the last bursar that we had, Mr. Abiola Tonode. He actually did extremely well, 2006 down to 2017. Of course, Mr. Sebiu Bakide would have left last December, but we also extended his role by 1 year. So we stay up to December this year. Now, our academic programs. The university between 1983 and 2012 have grown from its modest 4 faculties at inception into 3 colleges established outside the main campus with headship at the provost level. 13 faculties as against 4, and a center for continuing education, and also the university also has an institute of, and also the university also have an institute of governance now, as well as open and distance learning. The Institute of Education is to induce research activities, and these are the faculties and the colleges as listed under them. For Obafemi Awolowo College of Health Sciences, that is based in Shagamu, where I profess from, we have Faculty of Basic Medical Science, Faculty of Clinical Sciences. For College of Agricultural Science, we have Faculty of Agricultural Production and Renewable Resources, FAPRA, and then Agricultural Management and Rural Development, FAMAD. College of Engineering and Environmental Study is actually based in Ibogu, and we have Faculty of Engineering and Faculty of Environmental Studies. The Faculty of Pharmacy is also based in Shagamu. The remaining 6 faculties are here in Agowe, and they are Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences, Faculty of Art, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Science, and Faculty of Social Sciences. Now our today, which I titled the year 2012 to 2022, the last 1 decade. During this period, university has done extremely well under the leadership of Professor Saburi Adesoya that came to power in August 2012. The transformation was all-encompassing, not only in the academic content that we used to preach in 1982 and 1983, but also in the infrastructural development. One, we have massive physical infrastructural development for academic and administrative purposes, a colossal investment in laboratories and equipment, rejuvenation of academic programs and floating of new ones, establishment of professorial chair in governance for the first time, completion of the movement of faculties in Agowe Assis to the main campus in permanent sites. And then we also make a leap towards the residential policy of university in terms of hostel development for students and staff. We also established Directorate of ICT for ICT development. We have introduction of computer-based result processing and management system known as RPMS, improvement in the university carrying capacity, strengthening of the growth strengthening of the town and gown relationship, fostering of good relationship between students and management, improved security, improvement in the road network and street lighting, a major turnaround in the revenue base of the university. Courtesy, Mr. Tolode. Restoration of a broken academic calendar. So following the historic development, the university was in 2016 adjudged to be the best state university in the country. When a new university management actually came on board, as is my immediate predecessor, under the leadership of Professor Gani Olatunde in 2017, we have a smooth transition, fostered the continued growth in the university for another 5 years. All ongoing physical projects were completed, and those include the Central Administrative Building, where we are in now, 3,000-seater modern ICT center, adjudged to be the biggest in the country as of today. Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences Building, 250-seater lecture hall at College of Engineering. And so he also initiated new projects and completed under his tenure. The first one was 750-seater auditorium and faculty building for the Faculty of Social Sciences, innovation of Faculty of Law, modern moot court, modern bakery building, re-roofing of the university radio station, completion of befitting administrative building, and the list goes on endless. For Shagamu, we also have Department of Anatomy and Moving Anatomy building, Animal House. All these have been displayed to us before I started giving this lecture. So we should skip all this because all those things have been done. So these are the ongoing projects that at the time the former Vice Chancellor left office. So it's no sooner than the current university administration came on board that a number of the ongoing projects were completed. And those projects include Faculty of Law building, 25 units of studio, floor staff residential accommodation, which the staff are already there now, staying in the residential accommodation. Office block, there are 3 of them that were built by our Alayelua Oba SK Adetono Ogbagba II. That is Oba SK Adetono Institute of Governance Studies. We have also built classroom blocks for us there that can house 8 lecture, 8 lecture halls at a go. And that is the Institute of Governance as well. And then we have multi-purpose hall that can accommodate 1,500 people at a go. Again, Baba brought eminent sons of Ijebuland together to build the Vice Chancellor's Lodge. So I will be the first Vice Chancellor of this university to stay on campus. And of course, one of the best spots you can talk of in many Nigerian universities is also on this campus. It was donated to us by our immediate past Pro-Chancellor. We call her Atimo, Mrs. Modukpe Musu Bello Olusoga, popularly known as Atimo. So we are still making effort to complete the orders that were listed. But in the last 3 months at our Zoom office, we have started around 750-seater lecture hall that's donated by Alhaji Lawal Fagbo, who also happened to be one of the ex students of this university. It's an alumnus. We have CBN lecture hall, within 3 months, it has been completed right now. And then we have Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences building. So these 3 buildings are ongoing, and it was initiated in the last 3 months. So we also have improvement in our academic programs. In the last decade, we have also included civil engineering, music, linguistics, and nursing science. All these have been accredited by NUC. And today, we have a total of 72 undergraduate academic programs. 65 of them have full accreditation, and only 7 have interim. And I'm very sure by the time they are coming back this year, the remaining 7 will also get full accreditation. In addition to the 72 undergraduate academic programs, we also have 181 postgraduate programs in this university. And those postgraduate programs are also doing extremely well. Institute of Governance Studies. Like I mentioned earlier on, Kábíyèsí Aláyélúwà Ọba Dr. Sikiru Adétọ̀nà, the Ogbagba II, actually institute these governance studies for us. And the NUC has already visited and approved the center. Again, we have open and distant learning center. Gentlemen of the press, year in, year out, we always have more than 22,000 students coming for our pursuit MA. And our quota is just between 6,500 to 7,000. So if all of them perform exceedingly well, there's no way we can accommodate them. But with the open and distant learning center, we can increase the carry capacity of our quota. So the student enrollment can also improve, because the NUC, instead of 1 to 20, allow 1 to 50 student enrollment. I will also have one of the best ICT and e-learning center in Nigeria. So our open and distant learning has been approved by NUC to start with accounting department. And so if you have any of your words of children or friends that are interested in coming to school at their own leisure period, they can also enroll for open and distant learning. Our current ranking, we are also not doing badly. From the world ranking down to continental ranking is what we listed. Country ranking, and among the state university of 49, we have, as of today, we are the 4th out of them all. But in terms of all the ranking, we are doing well. Competitive edge. You can also discover that over the years, the university has been doing extremely well, and consistently, since 2008, we are one of the few universities around that our accounting program has been consistently accredited. Same apply for our Bachelor of Business Education, Bachelor of Secretarial Administration, and Social Studies Education in the Faculty of Education. University has also made giant strides in the use of ICT to advance effective service delivery in terms of teaching and learning. Of course, we also pride ourselves very high, but I know that some of the universities in the South are also working very well, and so they have more staff that can also compete with us in this area now. But we are the first in this country to use artificial intelligence to conduct pursuit MA.
2020 during the pandemic era.
For our student enrollment, it has been increasing year in, year out. In 2017, 2018, about 8,000 of them were enrolled, but at the end of the day, it's only 5,937 were able to pay school fees. So those are the problems that they have. So if we look at the trend, even this year, 2021-2022 academic session, we enrolled 9,000 of them, but only 6,208 were able to pay their school fees. That is why it's only 6,208 that were matriculated. Our convocation ceremony, we have done well as well in terms of quality assurance over the period of time. You can see that over the period of time, our first class are consistently increased from 15 that we have in 2016, 2017 to 74 in 2020, 2021 academic session. And so the graph shows how the improvement has been. And for the enrollment, this is the pattern of the enrollment for our postgraduate students. So we are making all effort to make sure that we have more students coming to our postgraduate school. Research and leakages. We are also collaborating very well with university outside here, and on this one we just want to showcase maybe 2 of them out of all that we have. The research group in the Faculty of Clinical Science had joint application for National Institute of Health, and the first tranche of that grant worth of $112,000 has since been paid to the university, and the lead researcher has been doing exceedingly well to carry out this research. Again, we have benefited from TED Fund, which we have given 25 billion naira to also pursue research. And then for student base, in the past 2 that we did, 30 of them were approved by the NUC, by TED Fund, and the beneficiary got across 10 out of 13 faculties in the university. The list shown on the board is an evidence of our leakages initiative that we have with institutions. Apart from the University of Nottingham, where I did my postgraduate, and west of Scotland, UK, we are still trying to make sure that we perfect the memorandum of agreement with all these ones that we've initiated. In the last 3 months, we also initiated others that are listed here, and we are trying as much as possible to conclude the agreement very soon. Staffing position. The university has also been growing in strength in terms of staffing, and then you can see the trend over a period of time. We also have improvement in our internet facilities now. All these listed are the ones that we have just done to improve our websites. So through this intervention, we are able to host all our statutory meetings. And this, as we are doing this, is also being streamed live. We also automate the undergraduate or postgraduate admission processes. We have integrated fully the university resource processing and management system in all our various programs. And these are also enable our graduates to request for their transcripts anywhere in the world without having to come back to Agorwe. We also ensure that certificates are issued by the university easily. We can track them and authenticate them without delay. Like I said, we have made provision for our staff now. So students, staff and students, some of them are actually staying on campus. From the modest figure of 150 that we started with in 2017, as of today we have more than 3,000 of them staying on campus. Funding, of course, this is very important. Where there's no money, you can't have an idea. Even if you have the idea, it will die in your mind. So the importance of adequate funding to the attainment of the objective of the university, as well as ensure the smooth running, cannot be underestimated. Funds are required to meet capital, recurrent, and developmental needs of the university in order to maintain its top-notch position in a technological-driven new normal world order. Our source of funding is listed, apart from getting subvention from Ogun State government for the internally generated fund. The bulk of it comes from school fees, remittance from Center for Continuing Education, and of course, postgraduate school. We are expecting that going forward, we also get from Open and Distance Learning, Institute of Governance, and of course, the business school. So other sources of income are donations through philanthropies, grants from individuals, OUDEF, TED Fund, needs assessment, and donation from individuals and corporate bodies. Our relationship with our students as well as staff unions have been very, very cordial. In the last couple of years, we've not had any crisis of any form with the unions in this university. We are using this opportunity to also acknowledge the university benefactors who have helped us one way or the other to get to where we are today. So the list of buildings donated by philanthropists, corporate bodies, and communities are listed. There are so many of them, starting with Baba Luke Ogulana Building in the Geology Department, Adeola Odutola Lecture Theatre, Otuba Ajayi Okunuga Lecture Theatre, Chris Ogubajo Building, Adebola Adeguwa Lecture Theatre, Rashid Raji Building, University Store that was built by Chief MKO Abiola, our Student Center and Taisulari Center were all built by Chief MKO Abiola. We have Sir Azan Udukale, Chief Olushoga Elias Building, Chief Ogunaike Pigri, Esikdina Lecture Theatre, the Royal Crown Plaza Counseling Center, Sir Kesiti Adebutu Radio Station, Olola Ogulana Accounting Complex, Mass Communication Building Complex by Baba Adebutu as well, Pa Oludayo Shonuga for postgraduate building, the Shell also built for us. The list goes just like that. And then we have the alumni coming back to give back as well. We have Dr. Ashekun Chegu giving us the Olusegun Ashekun Law Resource Center. We have the Shegu Oyebolu Technology Incubating Center, which is still ongoing by Dr. Shegu Oyebolu. And then the single highest philanthropist that we ever had in this university, Baba Alailua Kabiyesi Oba Sikiru Adetono. He has 7 structures on this campus. Then we have the business school that is championed by Mrs. Chokefu through the NDIC for us. Then we have CIBM building, block of students hosted in Shagamu by Alhaji Shitu and all of them. And then we have the communities, the hostels that we have in our Ibuku campus were donated by Egba communities. Engineering workshop was also donated by Shivoluchego Obasanjo, and some of others hosted and Egba community hostel that we have there was also developed by Egba community. But chemistry office block in Ikene was given to us by Ikene community and all that. So the list cannot be exhausted, so let me just move on to the next one. So we have had our yesterday, our today, and then we are projecting to the next 5 years, which is our tomorrow. And we believe under this current administration, we'll be able to get to the promised land. The current administration came on board in October 2022 and is poised to take the university to the next level and towards the actualization of the great vision of becoming a 21st century citadel of learning. This is planned to achieve by consolidating on the various achievements of the past administration through the following 6 strategic intervention pillars believed to be formidable in engineering the desired holistic development for this university. The first one is academic excellence. Second one is high impact and translational research. The third one is an improvement in university administration. We also have improving student experience, entrepreneurial linkages and partnership, and then of course the last one, improve and sustain funding. The fundamental ideology encapsulated in the above strategic intervention are as follows. 1. Academic excellence. To sustain and maintain the high level of academic excellence that the university is already known for, and to improve on it, we need to do the following. 1. Improvement in carrying capacity. We also need to improve in our teaching and learning facilities. We also need to sustain what we have now, which is world-class library services. We also need to review whole curriculum and develop the new programs, enhancing our quality assurance, enhancement of teaching and research facilities, sustaining 100% accreditation of all existing programs. We also need to sustain the uninterrupted academic calendar, as well as we need to explore the international market. Because we find out that up to today, we don't have foreign students here. So we want to ensure that even to attract them from West African coast, we should be able to do that in the next 5 years. For high impact and translational research, to do this, we need to promote high impact research, linkage and partners with research intensive universities, promoting commercialization of research products, strengthening the research centers, establish annual research fair, and closer interaction with foreign bodies, both locally and internationally. For university administration, already the meetings of university management, senate, and council have been e-compliant. The current administration also plans to improve on this with the following strategies. 1. Enhancing ICT resources and deploying it in every facet of the university, increasing staff competency on ICT through trainings, strengthening training on performance, productivity, and leadership skills, staff development through workshops and conferences, staff advancement in compliance with the condition of service, staff awards and recognition, promotion of health and welfare of staff, improvement in sports facilities, improvement in beautification and campus development, and creation of incentives for staff. For the student experience, we plan to achieve this through alumni engagement. So if they have interaction with the alumni, they'll be able to know where they are coming from and where they are going. Student engagement, we also need to continuously propagate our ideas so that the students will also know what we are doing. We also want to start having feedbacks from them. So we will allow students to also assess us now. The questionnaires have been drawn so that they can also have a feeling of what is going on. Graduate employability, and of course, collaboration with the student unions. The last one, before the funding, is entrepreneurial strategies. In doing this, we are going to reorientate staff and students, strengthening of entrepreneurial teaching and practice in the university. We are going to start doing triple-Ls for all our programs now. The academia, the government, and the industry, we need to come together to move the nation forward. And then we need to have strong industry-university collaboration. The leadership and governance also need to be strengthened, and then we have strong community engagement and impact. For the funding, we try to do this through one, cost-saving measures, through full computerization of university operations. Going forward, we want to start having e-procurement, complete digitalization of bursary and audit, digitalization of registry by the deployment of human resources and meeting softwares, student-related processes, hospital management system, inventory modules. If we do this, I'm very sure we are going to save a lot of cost going forward. And then fund generation, building on the vast opportunity offered by the Open and Distance Learning Center, proper financial management, aggressive drive to increase internally generated revenue, a more aggressive alternative revenue generating mechanisms, promotion of returns on research works by staff and students, engagement with alumni network, introduction of learner processes, attraction of more foundations, endowment and grants, and then internalization of the university. With the aforementioned, the current management aims to ensure the continued development of Olabisi University to rank as world-class center of learning, not only in producing quality, refined and employable graduates, but also in research and innovations. In conclusion, essentially, the 40th anniversary celebrations and commemoration is to highlight the achievements of the university in the last 40 years, celebrate its growth and successfulness, and bring the university community together in a series of events and activities with its alumni, of which we are having the pioneers seated with us, public and corporate world and the society at large. These activities are grouped into 6 phases as enumerated by the DVC admin. The first phase is starting today, 31st January 2023, and is going to end on the 23rd June 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much.